Hey, great news. We're finally over COVID and the world is opening up. And did you know one of the top five destinations, hottest places on earth right now are the Greek islands? And I've been there twice. So let me tell you, it's for good reason. So you're probably thinking, I need a vacation. I deserve a vacation. But you've got options. Now, do you want to do one of those vacations where you come home and you're absolutely exhausted and you ate all kinds of garbage, so you're actually kind of sick and you gain 10 pounds? Or one of those vacations where you spend the whole time standing in lines, where you come home exhausted instead of energized? I've got an idea. How about 7 days of wellness, 7 days where you are immersed in the beautiful Greek islands, the Mediterranean Sea all around you, and you're focused on your health, eating healthy food and learning how to stretch and move your body in a way that leads to lifetime strategies and tools. Instead of standing in long lines, learn how to get longer lines with your arms and your legs and your torso, to extend your flexibility, to increase your strength, to improve your posture. I need that. And reduce stress. How would you like a 7-day vacation in the fabulous Greek islands when no one is yelling at you, mom, mom, or even grandmom, but you are there completely pampered? Doesn't sound glorious? And you'll discover tools, tips, strategies with expert instruction, personalized guidance from a top expert who just so happens to be my daughter, Leah. Leah, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
So you are plotting a very special 7-day event on one of the most beautiful places in the world, the Greek islands, and it's going to be focused on health and wellness, and specifically Pilates. Maybe people haven't even heard of Pilates. Like, is that yoga? No, it's something different. Tell us how you discovered Pilates and why it means so much to you.
Sure. So my story with Pilates starts about 5 years ago. I was in a pretty bad car accident and I sustained some pretty serious injuries, including but not limited to 3 herniated discs and impact scoliosis. Over the course of my recovery, I underwent many procedures, everything from, chiropractic care, massage care. I had a pain management doctor specifically. I had multiple injections, multiple procedures, a couple of surgeries, and I never really got any better. In fact, I would say my overall condition worsened due to my lack of movement. And after my final kind of biggest surgery here in Atlanta, my pain experience was unchanged, and I decided to just wash my hands of that process and try to find another way through. And I was very fortunate and blessed that I knew someone who knew someone who knew someone who thought Pilates maybe could help me. And it did. It did in a big way, and pretty quickly within my first couple of months of red cord specifically, I started to feel better. My body really took to it. And ultimately, I ended up going through a teacher training program while I was still rehabilitating, just a few months past my surgery. And now it's my whole career. This is what I do.
As your mom, I really prayed for you from when I was pregnant for you. And I actually was just so devastated to see you in so much pain. And the doctors telling you you'd never have a normal life, you would never be free from pain, trying to get you on drugs, pain meds. And of course, you never agreed to that. And being with you through the surgery that actually made you work hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills. And you found healing in your own, because God is so wise and he's a genius. And I guess he's given this guy, Mr. Pilates, wherever he is, these strategies for stretching and movement where you can really heal your own body. And you've turned this into your career, and you're just so, so talented. I'm your mom, so I'm a tiny bit biased, but I've had many personal trainers over the years, and you truly, I remember the first time I did Pilates with you, remember what I said to you?
I do. Humbly, I do. Just remember that you were very appreciative that I paid attention to you and I cared and I had feedback for you. And I guess apparently some of your trainers would just kind of sit there and watch you. So news to me, but I'm glad to not be one of those.
Well, I said that you had found your calling, that you really have a gift, that out of your pain, you've discovered your purpose, and you are tremendously gifted. And that's not just from me. I could brag on you, but you're one of the most popular trainers at one of the best studios in Atlanta. And now you've planned a destination event. Of course, I've helped you. I'm helping you with this. I've planned many destination events over the years, and we've taken people all over the world. You've come with me on some of those trips, including you've been with me to Greece. And so why did you choose Greece?
For many reasons, truly, but I would say among them certainly was the experience we had last year. I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so beautiful, and so much history and so much nature, and kind of that perfect handshake of everything you could want in one place. So I chose the island of Crete specifically for our destination, and I've rented a private villa, and I've hired a private cook, and we have so many amenities, all of them really centered around the health of the body, as well as adventure and fun and a little bit of everything.
So this is going to be away from the huddled masses in long lines, jostling and tourists. This is going to be a private villa, and it's going to be very customized, exclusive, high-end. This is going to be premium luxury. You can go to her website, Pilates by Leah. Leah, Pilates by Leah, Layah, Pilates by Leah.com, and get all of the information. So it's going to be in a private villa. And so tell us, and of course you're going to have some excursions too, but tell us what a typical day is going to look like for them.
Sure. So I do have the full itinerary listed on my website, and every day will have some differences, but the main thing you can count on, every morning we're going to have some Pilates. All of the classes are going to have some sort of theme. Maybe we have one day where we're really focused on pelvic stability, or another day where we're really focused on lengthening. And then all of the classes are going to be all levels friendly. Level 1, level 2, level 3, if you will. So my job and my goal is to customize it so that it's appropriate for just about everybody. And then we will, of course, have breakfast and lunch and dinner, and we'll have stretching in the evening. I will also be teaching a nervous system workshop and a breathwork workshop. And then different days are going to have different things. So we have one day where we're going to have options for some water activities. Maybe you want to go paddleboarding or jet skiing or diving, or you just want to hang out at the beach in the pool. We have another day where we're going to be visiting one of the main cities on Crete as like kind of a fun excursion, shopping, taverns, that sort of thing. So every day is a little bit different, but there is Pilates every morning. There is stretching every night. And then in between, I've kind of balanced some days where it's more relaxed and some days where it's more adventurous.
We've planned the perfect 7 days for you. I have to tell you, it's going to be absolutely incredible. And even if they've never done Pilates, they're going to be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing, obviously, you want to be mobile enough that you can get up and walk around for this particular event. But yes, it's open to all levels. And currently I have registered very new people and some more advanced people, including an apprentice instructor. So pretty broad range just within our small group.
And you have an equal number of men and women so far.
I do. Yes, it's open to men, women, couples even, and all walks of life. Anybody is welcome to come and kind of take part in this wellness experience.
And how about the age range?
I believe currently our age range is 26 to 68. So pretty broad.
Whosoever will. And
yes.
This really is an intimate, personal, and your love language is quality time. And that's why you're so good at this, because you really are honed in on each person and listening to them, watching them closely. You care. You know what it is to be in pain. You know what it is to not be able to move a certain part of your body a certain way. You understand the physiology. You're just so gifted. I mean, you're just so talented. It's incredible how gifted and talented you are. And it's a 9-room villa, right? Is it 9 bedrooms? So this is a very intimate experience.
It is. It is. As of now, I don't have any registered sharing rooms unless they happen to be coming with their spouse, which no one's taken me up on yet, but it is an option.
Be
So it's going to
wonderful.
be very private. Yeah. And then the property itself can actually accommodate up to 16 people, and my cap is going to be closer to 10. So there will be a good bit of space.
Yeah. And it's a huge, it's a huge villa.
Yes, it's massive, and it
Lots
has
of
a
room.
lot
We're
of
not going to be on,
amenities.
people aren't going to be on top of each other. It's a
Right.
huge, go look at the pictures. It's a massive villa right on the beach. And it's just I mean, this is 5-star. This is class, class, class. You're going to absolutely love it. You've already mentioned there's optional excursions in Crete. And the first time I went to Greece was with your sister. Your sister came with me on the footsteps of Paul, spiritual pilgrimage through Greece and Italy. And we fell in love with Greece then. She decided to get married in Greece last year. And we went back again. I fell in love with Athens, and so did she on that first trip. Went back last year for the wedding. You came with me, and I loved Athens just as much the second time. You fell in love, and so you're adding on optional a couple days at our favorite hotel in Athens. Talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, I'm kind of the mindset, there's some other wellness retreats out there, and I find that often it's just about the retreat, which is wonderful. But for me personally, if I go all the way to Greece,
Sure.
I want to see some stuff. I want to hit a couple of the tourist destinations while I'm already across the pond. So after the retreat, which is 8 days, 7 nights, it's a Friday to Friday. There's an optional addition for Saturday and Sunday in Athens, and it won't be retreat style. I'm not going to be teaching, but I am going to coordinate everything. Our stay in one of our favorite spots with a view of the Acropolis. And there'll of course be breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided. I'm going to arrange a couple of tours and a couple of sightseeing opportunities. And then, you're in Athens. If there's more you want to see, more you want to do, feel free.
It's one of my favorite hotels in the world. It's overlooking the Acropolis. It's right, if you know Athens at all, it's right at the Plaka. All the shops, all the restaurants, cafes, all the excitement. You're right in the middle of it all. I just absolutely love, 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 love Athens. Okay, and if they want to continue with you, like I mean, some people may be already, they already understand Pilates. They know how healing and how powerful it is. But some people maybe this is like their baptism by fire, they're going to come and you're going to work with them. Can they continue with you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I offer, I do teach in studios, but I also teach over Zoom. And I offer online coaching one-on-one. We could do 1 or 2 sessions before the trip. We can continue working together after the trip. Either way.
That's smart. I love that idea. They can do some beforehand to kind of get ready. And you're going to give each student, you're going to have a one-on-one customized time with them during the 7 days and put together a customized take-home plan as well.
Yes. So during the course of the time, every guest who attends, it is optional, of course, but everyone will have the opportunity to have 1 hour specifically with me outside of our Pilates in the morning and our stretching at night. And that hour is your choice. If you want to just work out for another hour, if you want to have me assess your movement, if you want to come up with a customized plan for you to take home. Now, everyone will be given a workout sheet for home take, but that will be a general sheet for the group. And if you wanted your own specific sheet in addition to that, that would be something we could build together in our hour together. So it's really anything that you'd like it to be. And then, like I said, of course, I'm always available via Zoom for additional coaching if that's something that someone wants.
I live in the beach in Florida, and you live in Atlanta, and we do Pilates by Zoom. And I would just say one more time, you're amazing. You have such an incredible gift. You are the best trainer I've ever had, and I'm tough. I'm that tough mom. I was always probably too tough on you, but you have really found your gift. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that you have a private concierge. So they who will arrange anything for them. Do they want to go deep sea diving? Do they want to go on a sailboat? Do they want to go on a sunset cruise? Do they want to go explore one of the many some of the most beautiful beaches in the entire world are on the island of Crete? You have a concierge who will just take care of everything.
Yes, she's fabulous.
Okay.
She's available 24/7. They've got a whole team actually, but we have
Okay.
one particular point person. And my plan is actually in the next coming weeks, I've started to create kind of a spreadsheet of options. So we have some free time
Sure.
planned during the course of the week, and you can hang out at the villa and just use the amenities that are already there, or there are so many options. We can have a masseuse come,
Mhm.
you can go snorkeling, diving, potentially horseback riding. I'm working on that one.
I know you
There are
are.
some of course, there are some amazing caves nearby if you wanted to do like a boat cave thing.
Well,
Like
we
you
know
mentioned, there are
caves.
some amazing beaches, like Balos Beach is very famous and very beautiful. So, again, my goal was to kind of have this handshake between the wellness, the restoration, the relaxation, but for those who wanted that little piece of adventure, which I find to be very restorative personally. So if you're like me, you'll be able to kind of have what you want.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love this. And I'm testament that 7 days can change your life, because not only did days completely change my life when I went away for 7 days to a Christian retreat, changed the course of my life forever. And now I host 7 day events all over the world. And I've been doing that for more than a decade. I do spiritual pilgrimages. I do mission trips, take people on mission trips. You've been on many of those with me. And we do
Yeah.
our 7 days to freedom events. We're hosting our ninth lifestyle freedom event coming up. So I know people tell me all the time that 7 days changed my life. This could be life changing. This Pilates changed my daughter's life. The doctor said that she was doomed to be in pain for the rest of her life. And she found healing in her own body, using her own body to bring out healing, because God's so wise. Speaking of God, this isn't like this. I mean, obviously, you've been a missionary all over the world with Heidi Baker, with me, with Hector Torres, but this is not a mission trip. This isn't a Christian retreat, right?
That's right. Yeah. I mean, I kind of look at it, you always taught spirit, soul, body, and they're all
right.
important. For me, I ended up in the body. So my goal as a teacher, and I am a teacher, I teach people all over the city, and anyone is welcome to come and to move their bodies and to find that restoration and wellness. So obviously there's not going to be anything crazy happening during the retreat, but of course, anyone from any walk of life will be welcome to come. It's not specifically a missionary trip or anything like that. It's a wellness
Yeah, it's important to mention that people know, because people who followed me for 40 years, they know that I do a lot of specifically, Christian events, mission trips, spiritual pilgrimages.
yeah,
We
definitely.
thought it was important to make it clear that, I mean, you're a wonderful, beautiful, godly girl, but this is not specifically a Christian event per se. I think that's probably all that people need to know. Again, this is very high. This is not for everybody. This is exclusive, high end. This is for the person who's like, you know what? I've been locked in my house for too long. I need me a vacation. I'm not bringing my kids. I'm not bringing my grandkids. I may or may not bring my husband, but I am ready to be pampered. I don't want to stand in a line. I don't want to be fighting with tourists. I want something that would be total relaxation, and that I can get some strategies that I can move forward with for the rest of my life, and continue doing Pilates with Leah online, or you can help them find a local studio, give them some advice on that. But this could be something that they go forward with for the rest of their life. One thing I noticed, that the Pilates ladies are all lean, they don't get like you go to the gym, you see the ladies at the gym. I did CrossFit. Remember I did CrossFit? And
I
I looked
remember.
around, like all the ladies were all like bulky. And I finally am like, your sister kept saying, Mom, I don't think that CrossFit is a good idea for you. One day I was in the tub and saw that the size of my calves had tripled. So I'm like, no. But the nice thing about Pilates is that it makes you leaner and more subtle, and improves your posture and makes you more lovely. So, and men do too. Have to have people coming, or men. So it's for
Yeah, it really is an amazing modality for both. Joseph Pilates, of course, was a man. He was the founder of this movement. And as a trainer now, I believe there's value in all sorts of types of movement, but definitely with Pilates, it's those deep core muscles, and so your focus isn't on getting really sore all the time. While that's great for those who desire it, the main thing is the building of the mobility, the stability, lengthening your body and opening your movement freedom. And I will also mention, while for me, it was an amazing training modality for healing and like getting out of pain. It's also a great cross trainer for other types of athletes, because almost every sport does have some sort of physical downside, which you have to do what you love and what makes you happy. But I have clients who are cyclists, runners, tennis players, ex-NFL, and Pilates is such an amazing cross trainer for them as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, I can't say enough. I mean,
I know
truly,
you found your passion. You found your passion. Anyway, if you've been listening this long, you know that this is for you. So click the button below, and this will take you to her website, Pilates by Leah, pilatesbyleah.com. That's Pilates is Pilates, and Leah is Layah. You can get all the information. Space is strictly limited. There are only 9 rooms in the villa, and a bunch of them are already taken. So if this is for you, go ahead and grab your spot. Thank you, Leah.
Thank you.
You're beautiful and so talented, and you found your calling. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.